Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he returns this to the 22. Right to the air. Here is Goff. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come in at top.
An issue for them has been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
Trying to bounce it.
If they hope to move the chains.
Now gone.
For the middle of the field, he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
He tried to bounce it outside, but that going nowhere from the start. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
The 38-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
180.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
And the Browns first down.
Like 20. What's that?
Gone. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What's that?
On the ground, this is Crenshaw Judkins.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Like 20. What's that?
Here's Goff. He finds his target, Beckham.
Well, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
That. Like 20. What's that?
Hunt is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Howard. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Howard.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Steelers, nothing. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Second and 11. Oh, they want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Let the crowd go.
It all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now run straight ahead and warm. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
15 yards.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Take off.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
To throw is Howard, operating from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back. And
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Second and 9.
Ready, hut.
Back to
got his man, Dell.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Howard.
That is caught. And he will have the Steelers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the give, it's 1.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Howard. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He'll find Metcalf. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Howard. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is gone. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
19,
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready up!
Oh, now a running play here with Smith. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Howard. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it makes the score 21-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Goff going to shift him around.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Out of the gun, Goff.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
180!
Back to throw, Goff.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hot, 180!
Goff.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Steelers 18.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they can't bring him down.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a good shot at the end of it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now it's gone.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him like that.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with now his second touchdown in this third quarter. And the Steelers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point now by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 25, Browns 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff now looking to throw.
Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Now Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Browns.
Here's Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And they bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the run?
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And avoids the contact by sliding.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Howard.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Goff. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Like 28.
Here's Goff. Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Give up the middle, Jenkins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Goff now to throw.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 24-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
As the score, Browns 39, Steelers 32. Rick Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Back to 60. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Goff now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. An inside run with Jenkins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
That's a strong run. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Howard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Steelers 39.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And this one is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And back to the 30. It'll be second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Handoff for Warren. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. They toss it to Warren.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Looking to throw. Howard. Now he's going to step up and run. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Takedown from 21 yards away.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
76!
Now it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
18 on the play. And the Browns first down.
Here's first down. Gone. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's first and 10.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Goff now to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's first and goal.
Whoa! Look! 180!
Jenkins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll give right side now to Hunt. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
What's up?
They'll try to run with Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Hold on.
Oh, he fakes the spike. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Gain of 26 yards. Let's go for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 32.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite